Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. MC Mura here, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about a question that I have gotten over on my Discord. I found it to be really interesting, and the question was raised by Drankido, and his question was, does having different HP and stun points for each character actually matters? If you are not aware of this, in Street Fighter V each character has their own set of HP or vitality and stun values, and obviously in actuality they are more like brackets or like tiers. There are the low HP characters, ones like Akuma and Thess, and obviously on the other hand there are the high HP characters. These are usually the big bodies. Think of characters like Zangief, Abigail, Birdie. And the reason that this question is very interesting is that it's obvious. Obviously it does matter. If you have low vitality, you can't take as many risks or make as many mistakes, right? You will die in fewer hits pretty much. But while that is the case, history have shown us that characters who have lower vitality like Akuma and Thess usually end up being really powerful, while characters who have higher vitality like say Abigail, Birdie and Zangief are a little bit more inconsistent. So I think we have to take a deeper look at this, and to start we need to think of why does Capcom give the different characters different vitalities to begin with. Let's take a look at a character like Akuma, for example. Akuma is designed in a way to have everything. That is the idea behind the character. They want to give him the Demon Flame mix-ups, the aerial fireball, while also still having the grounded fireball, the anti-air Tatsu. Akuma have everything, right? So how do you make Akuma fair? How do you make it so that the other characters have a fighting chance against Akuma? Well, you make him die quicker, so you give him low HP. Pretty much this is what results in what is called the glass cannon type of character, right? And while I do think this is an okay balancing method on paper, in actuality it doesn't really work. HP is pretty much a resource. It's just like your meter, your special moves, and pretty much like one of the tools that a character have, right? And a character like Akuma, who have a lot more tools than a character like Ryu, for example, will usually ends up being better, because at the high level having more tools usually ends up being really good. Now it doesn't have to be more tools, because there are characters who have few tools, for example like Cammy, but her tools are very powerful. So it's not like the number of tools either, it's just about how overtuned their tools are to compensate for having the lower HP, right? And obviously this isn't absolute either, because there are characters like Kage who does have a lot of tools, but his tools aren't that good, and because of his lower vitality he can't take as many risks, or at least if he does, you know what, he's not gonna be as consistent as a character like Ken, for example, because Ken can take more risks, and obviously his tools are almost as good if not better than a character like Kage. So it's a very intricate balancing act, and obviously there is another factor that is really important, and that is the overall, or at least the average damage output of a character. For a character like Akuma, right, he have 900 HP, but he's gonna hit you for 150 every time, while you will hit him for 100. So more likely than not, both of you can win the round landing the same number of hits, or maybe he can even end you faster than you can end him. So I think overall it kinda balances itself out. Now what I find to be even more interesting is the stun bar, because in Street Fighter V the same attack have much higher stun output than they do damage out. For example, a jab from Rose, right, that will do 30 damage, but it will do 70 stun. Even a lot of the back throws in Street Fighter V, they might do like 130, 140 damage, but typically they do up to 200 stun. So having lower stun means that, like, you're gonna get stunned. And if you happen to get stunned, this means that you will most likely eat an optimal jump in combo, which might result in you losing the round. And that's why characters who have very high stun output, like say Laura or Ryu, tend to have a powerful comeback potential because they can win with a couple of hits. Obviously the game in general, the stun output is really high, but obviously having a higher stun value for your own character probably mean you are less likely to get stunned. If you think of characters, for example, like Zangief and Abigail, right? Maybe you haven't realized this, but you will find yourself stunning Abigail more than Zangief, because despite Abigail actually having higher HP, he have lower stun than Zangief, so you are more likely to stun him than say you stunning Gief. And obviously, like I said, the follow-up damage will be quite dangerous. So it's an interesting topic for sure. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon page, the Discord server page, Twitter and Twitch page in the description below. Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.